So, the brain, the control center of any and every process that your body does, whether it is automatic, voluntary, or anything else, I guess. It wouldn't be possible without the brain. The brain, however, is made of parts. A lot of parts. But most brain function comes from the cerebral cortex, which is a thin layer that covers the whole brain, and is generally segmented into the four lobes that I showed before. That still leaves the question though. What do all these lobes do exactly? To begin, we should start with one of the simpler lobes. So, let's begin with the occipital lobe. Located in the back of the brain, the occipital lobe helps you see. That's really about it, honestly. Still, it is very crucial to sight, and without it, you probably wouldn't be able to see anymore. Next, we head over to the parietal lobe, which is found in the top half of the middle column of the brain. This lobe is tasked with receiving and interpreting sensory information. What this does is help you have a better understanding of where you are and what you're doing. It is key in understanding your body's current position. Heading southwards, we reach the temporal lobe. This lobe also helps with sensory information, but unlike the parietal lobe, it specializes in hearing and the comprehension of what you hear. It houses some structures that help with sight, but it primarily has structures that process and interpret sounds. Damage to this segment of the brain may lead to poor hearing, which may look like this. One unique structure separate from the cerebral cortex that I think is noteworthy to mention is the cerebellum. Located just under the occipital lobe and also known as the little brain, the cerebellum is key in coordination and agility. It allows you to perform and master skills like jumping, running, swinging, and on top of all of that, and the most important thing here, skating. Now watch this line. Last but not least, we finally reach the front of the brain, or meet the frontal lobe. This lobe is very important. The frontal lobe is the center of thinking and processing, and it allows all high-order thinking and executive functioning, which allows us to understand and plan things, along with helping in linguistic processing. And most importantly, it allows muscle movement. Now that we have gone all throughout the cortex, we should have a better understanding of what each part does. So all that is left to see is what happens when you put it all together.